Hello, Pisces. My name is Barda from Roosters, Peacock. And I decided kind of on a last minute thing this morning that I'm going to go ahead and I was going to go ahead and, oh, okay, already getting cards, works for me. That I was going to go ahead and do like your new, kind of see where you guys are sitting. Oops. See where you guys are sitting around New Year's Eve. And this is for a small group of Pisces. And I was sitting here thinking about it when I was taking my break in between. And sometimes I'll see cards in my head. Sometimes I'll see pictures, colors, you know, stuff like that. What I got was, and actually I don't have any cards per se that would actually, that I can flip up and show you what they look like. But what I saw, and it kind of reminded me of these cards right here. You know, they kind of look like that in my head. And what I saw was somebody that was kind of like a miner, and they were coming up through a tunnel and they were digging themselves out. Okay, so this is kind of like Pisces digging themselves out. Okay, I'm not sure what this means yet. And as I was sitting there, you know, explaining this to you, I got the Hierophant. I got the Sun card. And I got the Hermit. Before I get into details about that, I do feel I went ahead and put the months of the year in Astral House. These are part of the tea leaf deck. And I felt like I needed to go ahead and see what area of life, because like I said, I am going to be doing some love readings, but for this one right here, this is just to see where you're sitting around New Year's Eve. Okay, let's see what area of life that for this group of Pisces. And I think it's going to be multiple, but let's see here. Introspection, introspective. Yep, what did I say? I'm very bad with words sometimes, but it's introspective. It's where you're looking within yourself. I'm really bad with words. It's about your happiness. All right. And this could involve love. This could be work, career, stuff like that. But we've got the Hierophant card, which is the higher power. And there's many meanings within the tarot cards, but I go by intuitive readings. So, and by what my gut tells me. And right now, what this is telling me, this also has to do with love too. This also affects how a marriage works for some of you. But for this one right here, it's for the higher power. I also got the Sun card. This also represents the yes. Now, there is many meanings, but I'm just pulling out certain meanings, okay? And this is also, this kind of like, I'm not always a song person, but once in a while I'll get songs. You know that song, You Are My Sunshine? Okay, for some reason I'm hearing that one, okay? And then I've got the Hermit. And I'm gonna put the Hermit over here because this is where Pisces is sitting, like the Hermit, within themselves. They're going within themselves to evaluate their happiness. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for this group of Pisces for around New Year's Eve. And I think it's going to extend a little bit farther than that. You know, it's not just going to magically wake up New Year's Day and you'll be like, oh, you know, I've got, no, they're really going within themselves. They're evaluating stuff that's happened. Again, here's another zodiac sign. I pretty much told everybody, I really thought that pretty much every zodiac sign, some are farther ahead, some are not, are going to be really evaluating not just the past year, but years. Okay, let's see, months of the year. I also feel, why do I feel month? I feel a month. Okay, whatever this started around, it really started hitting this group of Pisces around the month of September. I don't feel that this is an upcoming month. I feel this is actually when it really started hitting, or something came down in September that really started affecting. And this is really, or it made Pisces go within themselves and really start evaluating, okay, their happiness. And I know you can't see all that. Ooh, didn't realize that, but that's okay. All right, so we've got the Hierophant and the Sun and the Hermit. So the Hermit themselves is very studious. They are a very studious person, but it's also for this one, I feel that Pisces is going within themselves and really self-evaluating, evaluating their external, but really going within their internal to really evaluate how they feel about stuff. You know, even stuff that they I I feel kind of strange saying this, that they don't feel about anymore. Okay, so apply this how you will. Like I said, I feel it's more like a higher power. Now, if this has to do with the marriage, you apply it how you will, but this one right here feels like the higher power. This is Pisces who's sitting here. Like I said, it's nothing but around New Year's Eve is nothing but, okay, well, you know what? Again, like I said, with all the other signs as well, this is not just about, okay, well, I'm going to make me a New Year's. You can make New Year's Eve goals all you want. New Year's, 2022, I'm going to do this and that. No, this, where we're sitting right now, zodiac signs, people are going, you know what? It has been a rough go. Not one, not two. Some of you, it's been 5 years. Some of you, it's been a decade. We've got some who are ending their eras, okay? Pisces is sitting here. They're not ending an era yet, but they are really evaluating themselves. They're really going within themselves, getting to know themselves. They're almost kind of picking themselves apart. This is also a card of faith. And being an intuitive tarot reader, this is what I'm feeling. There is many meanings in here, but this one right here, if it represents a marriage to you, then take it how you will. But this one right here, this is Pisces who is taking and going with the Hermit card. Really, they're really focused on the light. They are going within themselves, really focused on what their belief is in themselves, and what they believe in general. And this is also about a group of Pisces who is really trying to find not just a spark, but a yes answer. Not just yes, not just like, okay, well, will you give me yes answer? No, really a yes, this is the direction. Yes, this is the way it should be. Yes, because that's how Pisces is, yes, I know this. Yes, I know. Okay, this is for the group of Pisces who has been kind of like almost not, I won't say limbo, but like I said, when I first was sitting here, I was sitting here and thinking about it. And like I said, I got pictures in my head and stuff like that usually, or I get cards that fall. No, I was getting what I saw was this deck right here, but there's no card in here for what I saw. What I saw was somebody that almost looked like a miner. There was no miner hat or anything on, but they were digging themselves out. All right. I think Pisces, this group of Pisces is digging themselves out of themselves, really evaluating themselves because of all the external that has come down and come down. Yeah, there's been a lot of external that has come down, and they are working no matter what. I mean, it's been, I'm not going to play. It's not been easy. So they are trying to find that light. See the sun? They are focused on finding their sun again. This is what, like I said, this is not going to be a real super long read. This is about just what is going on with this group of Pisces around New Year's Eve. What you going to be doing? This is self-evaluation. And you notice on the Hierophant right here, do you notice that he is standing what appears to be probably a mountain or an icy cold? That's what it feels, icy cold. This is about Pisces getting back in touch with themselves. The go card, not just the yes card, the go card. They've always got the yes, I know this. Yes, I'm going to, okay, that's not what has been going on. So that's what's going on. This group of Pisces is going to be evaluating whether it has to do with life, love. It's about their happiness. That's what Pisces is going to be doing around New Year's Eve. And there's the sun again. See the sun? Yes, they want that direction, and they're going to find that direction. Now, I'm going to be doing the 2022s. Now, I'm going to put some more in here. I'm just being kind of, I'm not putting it all in there because I'm going to be doing the 2022s, and I'm not going to put a whole bunch in there without getting too far in there, but I do want to do something here. Like I said, these are going to be short ones. This is just a how-do-you-do. I just want to see where y'all sitting. Now tonight I'm debating. I'm going to be going back over what I'm doing as I'm thinking, and I'm actually drawing while I'm talking. I've been live streaming all day, and I will finish up the rest of these tomorrow. But I am going to be swinging back over to Facebook, which is where I usually go. I've been live on there for 2 years, so I'm going to be going back over there, I think, tonight, and I'll be doing either. You won't know. It's either going to be January 2022s. And then YouTube might have to wait, or it's going to be the love readings for each sign. I'm not sure. I kind of go by moods. So I'm really contemplating. I think I'm going to be doing some of those. Okay. Month, May. I keep seeing May in my head, and it's not this last May. It's the May coming up. Because like I said, I was wanting to be really careful about 2022. And what I'm seeing is, you know, this group of Pisces have not, it's not, I don't think it's necessarily so much a depression thing per se. I think there's just been a loss. There's been loss. And it could be, I don't think it's necessarily, it could be property, but I'm thinking it's more like something closer to home. I keep, that's what I'm getting. That's all I'm hearing is something closer to home. And whatever it is it's beyond. I'm seeing a heart. Like I said, these are just going to be real quick check-ins. And then what I can do too, and I'm also thinking about this, is I'm going to think about it on the way home because you guys are the last ones tonight before I leave, is readings like this. I may delve back into them tonight. I'm not sure. But it'll be on Roosters Peacock on Facebook, not on YouTube, not until later, like tomorrow. May, it's May. Okay, I see it in my head. All right, there's the spring. Okay. What did I say? There's May. I knew it was there. All right. Here's your midpoint, March in the spring. Okay, I knew May was there. All right, so I kind of swirl around in my head because I get so many thoughts, but I did see May. And what I forgot to tell you, what I was seeing is kind of like I said, I'm a visionary too, so I kind of see things. And what I was seeing was, it's not going to be perfect. Like, you're not going to be like, you're a yes. The Pisces are the yes. You know, yes, I know this. Yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I got direction. Right now, it's yes, I'm refocusing. Yes, you see how he's not quite looking at it? Something has lost the focus. Okay, so this is New Year's Eve. But here it is, right here, believing in a higher power. This could represent a marriage too, to apply it how you will. I also saw a heart in my head, okay? And you see the sun? Yes, that could also be a yes. But I'm also seeing, yes, I know, yes, this and that. Okay, so this right here is kind of where you're sitting. But this is where you're going to be getting, you know what I mean? You're not going to be sitting as this hermit. Self-introspection. I'm really bad with words sometimes. That's where you're kind of sitting right now. Kind of digging yourself out. That's what digging yourself out of this hole. And I think it's more of an emotional hole because of some stuff that's come down. And I'm not going to say stuff because whatever it was not light. It's been enough. It's been heavy to where you can't do this. Yes, I know. Yes, I know this direction. Yes, I'm going to do this. Okay, now it's, all right, I see this light. I see it. Yep, I got to get focused. Okay, that's kind of where it's at. All right, March. As the last frost. I'm in Central Illinois. As the last frost. See how they're kind of drooping? All right, we can have flowers. And I don't know if there's any frost on there. I don't see, there's no frost or anything, but I'm seeing icicles on them. So it wouldn't be just the last frost, but the last freeze when there's ice on there. You'll be starting to pull out of this. May, which I told you earlier, I saw May in my head and then I drew May. In May, it's not going to be all right and roses, but you'll be feeling much better. You'll be more direction. Yes, I know this. More sure of yourself because Pisces, you know what? I know some Pisces and Pisces, boy, when they got the, you know what? When I'm sitting here, I don't know what to do. I did a squirrel. Pisces is just like, I've got Pisces friends and they're just like, well, why don't you just logically do this? Doesn't that seem like the logical answer out? Yes. Okay. You'll be more like that in May. And but the only thing I see in May is, and I know in May there's thunder showers and stuff like that, but that's not what this is. In May, what I saw was there's still some storm clouds. You're still overcoming something. And I hear loss of some kind, but I do see the heart, whether apply it how you will, whether it is, and I see the Hierophant, which I got to gain this as the higher power. And there is many meanings, but I'm an intuitive tarot reader. So I do feel it is not just about, if it's about marriage, apply it how you will. But to me, this is a higher power. This is coming back in touch with yourself, within your faith, within yourself, digging yourself out of yourself because you've gone within yourself. Lost yourself because of circumstances. That's what I'm getting. In May, I kind of still see this cloud, but it's clearing. All right. I'm not going to go too much further into that, but that's around New Year's Eve. But that takes you out a little bit into 2022. Because like I said, I'm going to do 2022, so I'm not going to go too much farther. And all this, your hint is, this all began, or at least you began going within yourself, or this event happened in September. Okay. That is for the group. That something happened in September, or you started noticing yourself going within yourself as a Pisces in September. If that is not you, then this reading's not for you. Okay, I'm going to do a closing thought for the Pisces on this. Like I said, this is just real quick, in touch, see how you're sitting around Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve. I still think there's going to be a little bit of dips and hills that you're still going to be going up. And it's, it's because Pisces are pretty dang blessed, focused. And that's what I keep getting. I keep looking at this Hermit, and the Hermit has got his head down, so he's not focused, but he's slowly looking up and he's starting to look at that light. Okay, so do expect, and Pisces also has a tendency to be pretty rough on themselves. So when you lose focus in January, don't be rough on yourself. Whatever it is that you're overcoming, this is not just Pisces getting depressed. Something came down, something happened. There is a loss, and I see a heart. I keep seeing a heart. Something very close to you is no longer. And you apply, whether it's a relationship or a person's gone, I'm not sure unless I dug. And like I said, this is just a check-in to see how everybody's sitting, or this group, not everybody, to see how this group at around New Year's Eve is sitting. But they're thinking this out. They're trying to, this is regaining your footing and really going within themselves, starting fresh. Another one got this too, okay? So it's still there, okay? But that's the second card. First one is healing your past. So this is where you're going to be sitting, working on it. And I say that whatever this is very fresh. It feels fresh. And like I said, there's some events that can happen several years ago. Like I said, whatever it was September. It came down in September, or you went within yourself about this in September. The date September stands out. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Yeah. Yep. You see how sitting there putting new roots down? All right, so starting fresh, kind of healing from the past. There could have been an event or something that happened to where you can now heal from your past. That almost sounds right too. And starting fresh. But whatever it was that came down still had an element of pain. Okay, starting fresh. Okay, let's draw one more. I'll take that one. We'll go ahead and do one more. I'll show you what that one is here in a minute. But like I said, if you want, I am still working on a card here. Trust me, I can multitask when it comes to cards. I love cards. I will take it. Okay. Yep. All right. Works for me. Another, I think it was Gemini that got this. All right. Yeah, take it easy on yourself. Healing the past first. So this is kind of like what this, I'll show you here in a minute. What this is doing is showing me the actions. Okay. So if you've been inactive and not really moving around, maybe you've gotten kind of down about whatever it is, or you've just, I mean, the weather itself will kind of do it, but there is actually something going on with this group of Pisces that's kind of got them in a, almost like a stuck motion. It's like they're trying to get back to their, yes, I know, yes, I can do this, yes, okay, but they're not there, they're not focused, not quite connected, digging themselves out of a hole of some kind, however that applies. That does sound right because I kept seeing it, I keep seeing it. Healing the past, starting fresh, a fresh start, however that applies to you, whether it's literally, I mean, another one, a fresh start could be, you don't necessarily have to pick up and move, but you can, whatever works for you. I mean, what is this? I'm missing something. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Yeah, so this is okay. Boy, sometimes. That's it. So like I said, every single zodiac sign is kind of doing a rebirth on themselves. And in the meantime, there are events that have been happening that are out of our control that keep adding more on it. But in the meantime, we're still having to heal from our past. Eventually they're all, every single zodiac sign, if there's decades worth of stuff that you're overcoming, it's coming, okay? This one here, they're in the first stages of it. This is starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. This is Pisces at the beginning, knowing that they're closing. Something has ended. Now they need to heal their past or a past event or how they were made to feel. Now they're able to start going again. Where's that at? Dirty bird. There it is. See how the roots are starting brand new? Something has ended. Now they are going to have to start growing again, becoming who they're supposed to be. So something is now out of the way, even though it was a painful ending. Ooh. Okay, so now they're in introspection. Somebody's got to tell me what that, I'm terrible with words. That's where they're sitting. They're in the first, this is kind of the first stages. It's almost kind of like the mourning stage, where it's kind of like, you know, you're letting the old go so you can bring in the new. So appropriate for the New Year's Eve, okay? That's where you're at. You're getting ready to start fresh. In the meantime, don't get stuck in this hermit mode, okay? If you feel that you're going to get stuck in that hermit mode, you need to take action. You need to get up. Now, I'm not saying on New Year's Eve. Okay, here. This is a suggestion I'm going to give you on this one. If every year you usually go out, let's just say every year you go out. Normally you go out, but this year you're just feeling so sunk within yourself, you just don't want to. Take action. Do something. Okay? Now, if you're a person that's just, it doesn't really matter, then don't. But you know what, you get the gist of it. Don't just sit there and go within yourself and continue to go more and more within yourself, dig yourself out. That's what this is about. Taking action is actually getting up and working on getting out of being like the hermit. Withdrawn. This hermit is like the sage and the side cards. The sage is actually, there's a lot of positive cards or positive meanings with the hermit as well. But for this right here, intuitively, what this is saying, somebody who's stuck in a very cold, I mean, just cold. It's very cold and within themselves, it's kind of sad. And they're having trouble looking up at that light, which equals the yes, let's go. Yes, I know. Yes, I've got my faith. Yes, I believe this. Yes, I know. Okay. So if you need to yank yourself up and get going, do it. If you don't really want to go out New Year's, don't do it. But you get the gist of it. When's the last time you took a moment to enjoy something instead of beating yourself up or totally ignoring yourself? Last card, savoring pleasure. Take the time to actually, if you're not going out, take the time to take care of yourself. Do something you haven't done in a long time. All right, this is Pisces. This is for a group of Pisces who is sitting here who is getting ready. I mean, they're healing. They're going to be healing the past. Whether you realize it or not, you're already working on it. That's why you feel the way you do. But you cannot sit there. You're starting fresh. So sometimes it feels like crap. But it will not be feeling like crap here pretty soon. All right, you'll get a good taste of it in March. And as I told you, around March, whenever these flowers right here, I instantly saw icicles on them. I'm around the Midwest, and I'm telling you, you can have those flowers out, and there's going to be ice on them. I'm telling you, there's ice on them. That's around the time you're going to be feeling a little bit better. May, and I heard May. You can rewind it. I heard May. You're still going to have some storm clouds, but you are going to be back to, yes, I know. Yes, I know this direction, you're going to be back to your Pisces self. Still have a little bit of storm clouds, a little bit of doubt, but it ain't going to be bad. All right, guys, This is going to be the last one for here at Roosters Peacock, but I'm thinking I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it over to my Facebook page. Like I said, I normally do the lives on Facebook. If you want to follow along with those this evening when I do them, go over to Facebook, Roosters Peacock, like it, and then it'll update you when I come on. And then I will come back and finish these tomorrow. I'm done for tomorrow. Sagittarius, that will be the one for tomorrow. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.